So I get a lot of these questions. How do you do your designs? How do you create them? Balls. This design is mad. Oh. Cut soap for us now. Those are the kind of things I hear. Okay, today I'm gonna show you how I do it. So basically, what I do is I go to my Pinterest app, I scroll down, trying to find something that can attract me. It's quite tough, but once I see one, I just save it to my church flyers. I have a folder there where I save some attractive designs. I could look through some if I like them. If not, scroll down. I keep scrolling because Pinterest, you like something or you view it, it shows you more like that. And so I like this and I save it. Okay, so I keep scrolling. When I find something like this one, I like it, so I save it too. And if I'm okay with all I have, if I'm okay, I just go out and go for my pixels. I have a pixels app, you can download it on the Play Store. Okay, and I just search for something that can help me in the design, like the word praying, and pictures of people praying pops up. You just choose the one you want, download them, and you can download the original if you want. Like me, I always like to download the original in case if I want to work on it. And then I keep searching like that, scrolling down, just until I find something I like. You mustn't pick up everything, because everything will definitely not go into the design. But you know what I mean? Just get something that suits what you think you have in mind, and that's just it basically. Okay, and so if I like what I see, I save it. If not, I download it. If not, like I like this one, so I definitely save this one because I was gonna use it. Alright, it made a lot of sense, and so that's just it basically. Alright, basically I set up the artboard and give it a name. And once I create that, I also create another artboard where I'm going to place all the things I downloaded and screenshotted too, both from the Pinterest and from pexels.com. You can always check out that. So I place them like so. So I copy the theme, part of the theme, create an Illustrator file, and paste it there, because I love to use Illustrator to start with the theme. It's easier than using Photoshop, and you can always come back to Illustrator to make your adjustments even after you have copied it to Photoshop. So here I'm basically trying to use the word mercies, different fonts, putting some fonts together. I'm created a circle where I want to fit the whole thing to parts, like an arc form at the base. That's what I'm doing, trying some copies and trying kerning them together to see what it looks like. It's always good to have duplicates. So if I'm okay with that, I add the rest of the theme. And here I'm adding father of, which is part of the theme. And I save it. Make sure to save your work. I always like to save my work. And the remaining part, which is the TD, and I add that to it. So when I get back to Photoshop, what I do is I already have the background in mind, and I've picked it up, a grungy kind of background, yellow in color and all that. So I just got that, and I added some Gaussian blur to it, and I think I added noise too. And then I brought in my praying heart into the scene. I want to select it, I want to trim it out. And so I use select subject to trim it out. And once it's selected, I create a layer mask. I make sure to have all the parts of the hand selected where I want it. And once I create a layer, I select the mask, which is layer mask, and bring the density halfway. That way I will have some part of the maxed out area still visible. And and the hand also visible, or more visible, as you can see right now in the background. So I bring in the lens flare, and I definitely will change the blend mode to overlay, and to make some areas shine, I bring in the theme. What I do is I copy it and paste it as smart objects. That way I can always edit it, and it will open straight to Illustrator where I can edit it. I use the layer style effect, the color overlay, to change the color to white and add shadow to it. No. So one of the effects I'm adding right now is some kind of coily thing. One of the things I saw that inspired me in one of the designs I saw on Pinterest. So I'm coming up with my own version of it, which I mean, it will not look exactly like what I saw, but I have something in mind, and so I can always use this and it will look nice. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking it away from the text and just allowing it to be on the coily or arc. Okay, let's call it an arc now. So I added, I've already click masked the golden background on it, and now I'm adding lens flare to differentiate the areas where I want some shines to come up. So that way it doesn't look so flat. It creates some kind of 3D illusions. I use the curve adjustment layer to adjust the entirety of it, and add some shadow, make it pop up more. And all that. So right now I felt like I should treat that particular circle or arc alone, so that it pops up more. And I'll pick up the theme again and repeat the same process, but this time around in its own separate layer. You know the thing about layer with Photoshop. So that's what I'm basically trying to achieve here. Right? So after much of that, I add the Bible verse. I always try to make it full most times. Often I just try to make it full if there's space anyway. So, and once you update in Illustrator, once you save in Illustrator, it updates in Photoshop. That's the beauty of it, because it's linked together, and because we copied it and pasted as smart objects. Take note of that. Alright, I'm going to be adding every other thing that follows suit to the design, bringing them in the theme. So I'll just type that and add that there. And now I'm going to be working on the background because I want some contrast. I don't want the much focus on the background, so creating contrast for me, it's important. I have to use a curve adjustment layer to do that. And now the portion where the date is going to be, I'm going to work on it. And one of the colors that complement very well with yellow is blue. So I'm using the blue color, and very sharp diary blue color to work on it. So now I'm adding at that point the dates. So here I want to adjust the text to also look like the arc form at the base there too, and I'm trying to achieve that using the transform tool. After much, I pick up the same text, duplicate it, and use it to put other features that are part of the program, the mini string. Duplicate that left and right so that it balances. If you watch, I'm trying to maintain the center alignment, so that way I get to do left alignment on the left side and right alignment on the right side, just to balance the whole thing, just the visual balance. Right? Going from there, I bring in the time, and also trying to use the same ring, we can call it ring now, for the time. I'm going to be putting the time, the text to the design. I'm changing the color to be black. It seems to be better in contrast. So then I add the other informations at the top, such as the program theme. One thing I'm trying to do there is I'm trying to create some kind of a black and white using the gradient at the top, so that it can also contrast from the background, seeing that the background has some dark sides on the right and the light sides on the left. So that's exactly what I was trying to achieve. Going forward, this is an image I intend to add to it, so that it becomes part of the background. The thing about this is you cannot just be 100% correct of the placement, but you can always try something. If it doesn't work, try something else. So there's no harm in doing it. I bring in the logo and the name of a church. I type it in. Okay, I also want to put the address of the church on the other side of it. So just duplicating the text and retyping the information, making sure to track and kern properly, and adjust the entire visual look, bringing balance. So looking at it now, when you're working on one side, it just looks like everything is okay on the other side, until you take a further look at it, like zooming out. And so once I'm done, I export, and ladies and gentlemen, this is your design. Thank you.